Away from Borno State, let's turn our attention to Yobe, where in a major show of commitment, the fight against drug abuse, the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency has publicly destroyed over 8 tons of seized illicit substance in Damaturu. The exercise, the first of its kind in the state, was flagged up by Governor May Balabuni, who commended the agency's efforts and called for greater public support in the fight against drug trafficking. TVC News' Michael Oshoma reports.
These are some of the seized hard drugs by officials of the NDLEA in Yobe State. The illicit items are displayed in the open space for public destruction.
This is the first time officials of the NDLEA are publicly burning seized illicit drugs in Yobe State. The destruction of the substances behind me is a clear indication of determination, commitment in the fight against drug abuse.
Governor Malabuni, represented by his deputy, who officially flagged off the public destruction exercise, described the event as a bold step in safeguarding the future of the youth and ensuring a drug-free society.
Let me use this opportunity to reiterate the state government's commitment and support security agencies in their efforts to ensure a safe and secure environment. In this regard, our administration is conscious of the role of educating in the prevention of drug abuse among youth and school-age children. Hence, our developed policy of ensuring free education at both primary and secondary school levels is aimed at ensuring that our children are enlightened at an early age on the dangers of drug abuse.
NDLEA officials say the seized drugs were collected from various parts of the state over time, and the public burning sends a clear warning to drug traffickers and users alike.
The public destruction of drug exhibit stands as a solemn, significant act in the nation's ongoing effort against illicit drug trafficking and abuse. Beyond its immediate procedural value, it represents a firm statement of integrity, honesty, and resolve in the execution of NDLEA statutory responsibilities.
Today stands to be recorded in time as the moment when the command and all stakeholders in Yobe State came together to resolve to purge our communities of harmful substances. Therefore, NDLEA Yobe State Command reaffirms our determination to ensure that Yobe State is a model of success in drug control.
The Drug Enforcement Agency says it will continue to intensify efforts in drug rehabilitation and work closely with communities to tackle the root causes of drug abuse across Yobe State. Michael Oshoma, TVC News, Damaturu, Yobe State.
And elsewhere, stakeholders are pushing for a new data-driven and equitable revenue allocation formula that reflects Nigeria's physical realities and strengthens its federal balance. The call was made at a national dialogue hosted by the Revenue Mobilization Allocation and Fiscal Commission, themed Recalibrating Nigeria's Revenue Sharing Formula. Uloma Oyemachi reports.
Current revenue sharing formula, approved in 1992, gives 52.68% of national revenue to the federal government, 0.72% to states, and 20.60% to local governments. But more than 3 decades on, many say the formula no longer reflects the nation's economic and governance realities.
Practical example.
That concern was the subject at a national dialogue in Abuja, where the Revenue Mobilization, Allocation and Fiscal Commission, RAMFAC, reaffirmed plans to design a new, fair and data-driven formula.
Today's gathering is not just another academic conversation, but a continuation of our collective quest to strengthen the fiscal foundations of our federation. It is also to enhance equity and ensure that the fruits of national prosperity are fairly shared.
The Minister of Budget and Economic Planning, Senator Abubakar Bagudu, called the review key to stability, saying true equity starts with revenue mobilization.
Our constitution anticipates 3 tiers of government working together. And maybe that is why the federating mechanism of the National Economic Council should be a very, important one and should also support the calibration mechanism.
For the Special Advisor to the President on Policy Coordination, Hadiza Bala Usman, courage and coordination are vital to align the review with national development goals.
Are key and integral to the aspects that we need to look at as a people. Beyond allocation, mobilization is an important aspect, recognizing what those revenues are to be used for judiciously, and also recognize what tiers of government.
Lawmakers and state representatives also agreed that political consensus and transparency are crucial for lasting reform. Experts on the panel also urged a formula that promotes innovation and accountability. As Nigeria recalibrates its fiscal future, the hope is for a formula that not only shares revenue but strengthens the foundation of the nation's federalism. Uloma Oyemachi, TVC News, Abuja.
Let's talk health now. Nigeria is strengthening its fight against cancer with renewed focus on accurate data, research and innovation. This comes at the health experts and research gather for the 2025 NORA Summer School in Abuja. More details in this report.
The Network for Oncology Research in Sub-Saharan Africa, NORA, is hosting this year's summer school in partnership with the African Cancer Registry Network and the National Institute for Cancer Research and Treatment. The event aims to improve cancer surveillance, data collection, and collaboration among African researchers.
The statistics are sobering. Over 127,000 new cancer cases and 79,000 deaths were recorded in Sub-Saharan Africa in 2022 alone. Each number represents a mother, a father, a child, a dream deferred or destroyed.
These health experts say with accurate population-based data and linked registries, Nigeria is taking a major step toward better cancer surveillance, early detection and treatment for all.
Working with registries is not always easy because those of us in the registry know the difficulty in collecting data and the problems with the population databases. They're not perfect because we try to include everybody, not merely the people attending the specialist hospitals.
The speaker before me emphasized the importance of understanding what our public health is about by understanding the kind of data that we generate, and it has to be quality data so that when we put in the interventions, we can go back again and see how well we're doing as a country.
The good news here is NICRAT says it has concluded plans to link cancer registry data with hospital records, screening programs and mortality databases to ensure greater accuracy and effectiveness in tracking cancer cases nationwide.
Let me assure you that NICRAT remains committed to strengthening our cancer registries, be it hospital or population-based, across the country through periodic refresher courses and advanced training in data analysis, epidemiology, and software application.
Stakeholders agree data remains the strongest weapon in Nigeria's fight against cancer. Kemi Balogun, TVC News, Abuja.